Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, you think about it over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. Incomplete. Second down coming up. And he drops back in the gun. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That one takes it across the 30-yard line. Again, makes it second and medium. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To the air, it's Jordan. Quick throw to his receiver. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but the gain all the way to the 28. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looks left and finds his target there. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
First and goal now, a chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. Keeping it on the ground here. And they've got him. Second down and goal. Dropping back, it's Jordan. On the run here, lets it go. And it's a touchdown, but hold on here. We have a flag down. Let's check what that's about. Of course, they'll decline the offsides penalty, and the touchdown will stand. And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Receiver in motion now. On third down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Bringing pressure. The pass rush closing in. He's going to pull it down and run. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Are you kidding me? This big a gain on a quarterback scramble? Defensive coordinator better get his defense together because that had to be a blown assignment. There's no way that a quarterback should get out in the open field off of a scramble and pick up those kind of yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Pressure is coming. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You think you've got them right where you want them on third and long, and you give up a run play for a first down. The offense makes you pay for assuming the pass and bailing out too quick in coverage.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the wideout goes in motion. Sticking with the running game. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. A running play called on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to throw. It's Jordan. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. And run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback drops back. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Gators are going to cash in this red zone trap. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw. It's Jordan. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's complete downfield. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Jacksonville State.
Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. They're going to run it here. Spinning out of the tackle. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the... It's a fumble! The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession.
Yeah, they tried to surprise him here to start off this third quarter. Just didn't pan out. But I think you got to respect them for trying, though. I like that call.
Here comes the Gamecocks offense back on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They'll hand it off. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. They'll try to run for the first down. Will he score here? Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they go in front here in the second half.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Return starts from inside the 5. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. He's out of bounds after a nice gain, and finally, a spark of life from this offense.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run the route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Looking to throw. It's Jordan. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. What a move. Makes one man miss. Picks up the first down before they stop him.
Greg, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
They'll set up now for the extra point try. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. The Jacksonville State offense back out on the field now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Third down play coming up. Try a field goal from here, and it'll be 55 yards. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. And he dumps it off to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. The shotgun running play call. He's swarmed by the defense. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Coming up, second down and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
And the point after is right down the middle. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Gators. No chance to catch him.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, this is a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
And now the crucial try for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Jacksonville State offense again. How do you play this now? Do you call a conservative play and just wait for overtime, or try to make something happen and win in a regulation? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete. No time to play conservative. We'll see what the coordinator calls here to start this drive. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. And a timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. 1st down and 10. To throw, it's Jordan. Lets it go quickly. He pulls in the catch. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. And now a timeout is called with just 10 seconds left to play.
Timeout, Florida.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. And now another kneel down. Here we go. The game-winning field goal attempt coming up. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So now on comes the field goal unit. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. And it's good. He splits the uprights with a pressure kick to win it. But you love to see a game come down to the final possession. Who's going to have the football last? And they were able to make plays and come out with a win.
Yeah, not only the final minutes, but the final drive. And that entire unit looked calm, cool, and collected. It was well called by their offensive coordinator, and this defense just couldn't stop them when they needed to.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. defense will kick this away to start us off. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the North Carolina offense will take over 1st and 10.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. To throw, it's Jordan. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
A big play here that gets them down into the red zone. They're not thinking about a field goal, I assure you, Chris. They're trying to get 6 points.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Defense is coming, and now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Second down now after the sack. No press here. The defense backing away. Looking to pass here on second down. Extending the play now. Gets rid of it on the move. With the catch, it's Jordan. That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Tar Heels. A horrible field position to start the drive trip, where they just march right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Tight end makes the grab. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
That's the end of the first quarter. North Carolina 7, UCF 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The Knights are looking to keep this drive going. First down here for this offense. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
There's a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. So off the incompletion, it sets up at third down and 3. To the air, it's Jordan looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Knights will come to the line to run the hurry up. Fourth down, look at a throw for it. Finds his man, has the first down. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down. No huddle now for the offense.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the handoff. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCF.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
And now to try here for the extra point. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Tough spot here. Second and long from their own 13. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. He's running out of time here. He stays alive. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Chris, that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
Third down, backed up, looking to throw again. Quarterback looking to scramble. Tried to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a fourth down call. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on fourth and very long. He tosses it back. Running out of time in the pocket. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Second down and goal upcoming. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. To be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's third and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, nice. That's an old school leap, just unheard over the defense into the end zone.
Man, that running back needs to find a picture of that touchdown. Up into the air. He could frame that. That's a nice score to remember.
PAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They want to cut into this lead before halftime. They have to work quickly now. Looking to throw it on first down. The sure hands, it's McCray. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the catch downfield. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Back to throw. It's Jordan. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. It's like the final play of the half coming up. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The puck testing the defense with a throw downfield. He's got it inside the 10. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
And he's got it. A booming kick. What a howitzer.
That makes the score. UCF 14, North Carolina 10.
And the Tar Heels will kick this away to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. First play of the second half is a handoff. Uses the spin move. He's loose. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, UCF.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Return begins inside the 10. And the returner is brought down. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Going for a big play downfield. He's got it near the end zone. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, North Carolina. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around them.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Knights will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Catch made on the out route. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down. It's a shotgun run call. Spins away from defenders. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's his 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
PAT makes it a 12-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
To throw, it's Jordan. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to lead the sticks. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's McCray. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. The DB's backing off from the line now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught quickly. They bring him down after a short gain there. And the Tar Heels will crank up the tempo. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Looking to chuck it again. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. That's an important score. We've got a 1-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. Gets loose now and heads downfield. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line. The offense going with the hurry up.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll work the clock here with the running game. Breaking free at the 35. Touchdown, UCF. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Receiver makes the catch. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not...
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take another shot right here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Snags a quick throw. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's McCray. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up for the first down and goal.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tar Heels. What have they got cooked up with his two-point conversion attempt? Back to pass. It's Jordan. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. And now the handoff. Stop right there at the line. No gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And an explosive gain moves the ball across midfield. Broncos will kick this away to start us off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. The shotgun handoff here. The gain moves the ball to a 34. The Knights will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a 1st down. Offense in hurry-up mode. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Back to pass. It's Jordan. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Knights pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down. The Knights with 1st and 10 here. He'll hand it off. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That picks up a 1st down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. He's got it down the left sideline for a huge gain. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense now. Can they get...
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers. Well, that is a dream start for the offense, but what an opening possession.
You know, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. first down here for this offense. Will hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 22. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Locates the tight end, it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. That running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. He's got a man down the middle. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. No huddle here for the offense. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking right, this one caught. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Golden. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. He's moving out of the pocket now. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. And that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State's offense back out on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Here's the second down play. The pre-snap motion from the offense. To the air, it's Jordan. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Knights will kick this deep and start us off. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Big guys up front, lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Second down after that previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. And the Gators pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there. And the offense will have a first and goal.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Gators come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, down here inside a 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, there's nothing more satisfying for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback that he can trust in these critical areas. Here you are, third and goal. What do? Put the ball in the hands of that quarterback. Whether he runs it in or throws it, you know he's going to make the right decision. Found the matchup, made the throw, and you get a touchdown to open the game.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Knights hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back. It's Jordan. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
The Knights have 1st and 10 here. And he'll set up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to throw. It's Jordan. Quick throw complete to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And here comes the up-tempo offense.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Tackle made after a big gain. The Knights looking to run some tempo here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Knights looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. 1st down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
Ball back at the 6th for 2nd and goal off that loss. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. After a long drive, it's a crucial 4-point play. Can they score a touchdown or have to settle for 3? He's moving out of the pocket. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the forward offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Here comes a first down pass attempt. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. But a quick stop by the defense. Game just queued, so it's 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. Down he goes. A sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The Gators will have to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick grab. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Just love watching this back line. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Jordan. Short throw complete to the tight end. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Knights come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, UCF. A tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from the secondary. And I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner decides to fair catch this. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's an out route, the catch made. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. 2nd down after that completion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he lobs it deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Looking to pass. It's Jordan. The pass rush closing in. They got him. It's a sack. The defense will take some momentum to halftime after that one. like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. We get the second half started with their running play. Not much on that play, brought down short. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Knights come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
They'll run it here. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Knights pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He steps out of bounds. No gain on the play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll hand it off. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Looking to throw it on first down. He's looking deep here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Now it's second down here.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments and
lofting it toward the left sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Makes the grab. It's Booker. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They spot the ball at the 40. And the Gators come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up the first down.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him?
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First down. They're going to throw the football. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Second down play coming up for this offense. An inside give now from the shotgun. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's caught downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Knights will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21. Offense getting set. It's second down. Secondary backed up off the ball now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Defense is coming after him. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
That sack makes it second down and forever. That's reeled in. It's Evans. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch, and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
And it falls incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Chris, I don't think he would have gotten the first down regardless, but a good job by this defense of knowing where the first down marker is and then coming in with bad intentions to create that turnover and get the ball back to their offense.
The offense starts with excellent field position. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, UCF. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. It would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Jordan. Gets made on the out route. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. The Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Using his legs on the scramble. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Breaks the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Knights. Here's the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out at the 22. That's where the drive will begin. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. 4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And the back now goes in motion. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that 1st down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pulls it in. It's Evans. But he's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got it. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. They move the 6. They'll go to the line here on 1st down now. Back to throw again. Trying to extend the play. On the move, looking deep. Touchdown, Dogs. This quarterback on fire today. And they'll set up for the PAT. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage. The Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the 1st down. Okay, it's third down after that run. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Jordan who makes the grab. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. That completion makes it second and medium. He hands it off from the gun. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men. The coverage team brings him down in the final play of this first half. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
To throw, it's Jordan. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to scramble. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Knights come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years. And it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looks like he's going to run it. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down. The Knights will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, UCF. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a sack. They've got it back at the 4-yard line.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And sack sets up second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. His passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. So forget about the possible safety. Suddenly it's 1st and 10 in plus territory. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Dogs pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Quinn. A good guy, the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Play action fake. Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Boy, 3rd and 1, and they decide to throw the football. The defense was not surprised at all. They catch a break, come up with a sack.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Good throw to the right, looking for the first down. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Here comes a handoff. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Spin move and still going. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today.
Let's go.
important second down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To throw, it's Jordan. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's got it near the end zone. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
1st down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
The run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. Touchdown, nice. This offense really clicking.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. With the
Lions will kick it away to start us off. We'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Defense not pressing this time. Keeping it on the ground here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Can he make it to the marker? Breaks loose at the 45. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them the third down, they load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Cooper. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. This time, a completion. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Second and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll try a pass here. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Direct snap to the back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. What a spin move. He's in the clear now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To the air. It's Jordan. The pocket breaking down. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. The Knights come to the line in the hurry up. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Knights will line up on 1st and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Golden. Touchdown, UCF. Strong game by this quarterback. And they get set now to try the PAT. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Comes back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. No press here. The defense backing away. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Bringing pressure. They're going to scramble now. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football and where it was headed. Secondary coaches got to be proud.
Knights hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Receiver in motion now. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. They cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
They went for it and failed on 4th down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. The Knights will come to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? And the wideout goes in motion. Back to throw. It's Jordan. Throws to the tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a great job here by the safety to anticipate where the quarterback was going to go with the football. That gave him enough time to be able to get over and break on the football in time for the interception.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They make the stop to get the ball carrier down. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. 3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. So on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points here before halftime. This will be interesting. They're going to trust the kicker from 57 yards out. Can he get it there? This one is right through.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Just time enough for one more play in the half. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, it's Jordan. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. First play of the second half, we keep it on the ground.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. The sure hands. It's Jordan. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum, and a chance at a big play.
Looking for his back. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To throw, it's Jordan. And he'll send this one to the right side after a lot of time in the pocket.
Well, what do you expect to happen when the quarterback doesn't have any pressure at all? I mean, this is a great play, but when you have all the time in the world, somebody eventually is going to break open, and that's exactly what happens here.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. No huddle now for the offense. Gets made on the out route. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. The Knights trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And they'll get him down that time. Now it's third down and goal for the offense. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop here on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner is brought down. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Gonna run it. It's Cooper. Just trucks through the defender. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Breaks clear. Will he score here? Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone. Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Trying for a touchdown, they'll test the left side. Gets back to the line, but no closer to the end zone than that.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. Motion now from the tight end. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there. Big versus big.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
They'll pass up a chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on fourth and goal from the 4. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On first and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. He pulls it in for a big gain. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's found some room at the 45. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got it. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Offense comes out needing a score in this one-possession game. On the ground, it's Cooper. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Hey, you're trailing late in the game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
The Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Ducks are in the red zone now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. They cover an onside kick. You never know.
Extra point splits the uprights. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, this was a team that seemed to relish the underdog role. Not many people gave them a shot, and they seemed to get fuel from it.
Yeah, they had a different kind of energy about them today. I got to give them all the credit in the world. You could see on the sidelines how fired up they were. They knew a lot of people had counted them out before this game even started. They were able to prove them all wrong.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This is it, the ultimate game in college football. National championship at stake. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it. Over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Trying to find some room. It's Francis. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare, a wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And first down, they go right back to him. Well, they test the middle there, but yet nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Jordan. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kurt.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. The Knights will crank up the tempo. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. He's looking to scramble. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The Knights looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The Knights pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Back to pass. It's Jordan. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And they've got him.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here and maybe hold them to 3 points.
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Chris, third down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside this 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing fourth down.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And it's good for a first down to the 36. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The DB's backing off from the line now. Dropping back. It's Jordan. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. The Knights will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Third down play for this offense. Send the back in motion. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Makes the catch downfield. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Knights pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. It's a shotgun run call. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Chris, this is a great play by the receiver coming up with this touchdown. But let's go back to the beginning of this play. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He got the ball out of his hands quickly to get that receiver the football to give him a chance to put the touchdown on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's running out of time here. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down. If this linebacker doesn't lower the blow, great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
He breaks free. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. First down here for this offense. To the air, it's Jordan. Catch made on the right side. Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's going to take off. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And he's going to fling it deep. Going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Scanning the field. It's Jordan trying to extend the play. He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw. The Knights come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And looking to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The Knights are in the red zone. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. They're going to run it. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Only 11 seconds left in the half as they come up here on first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to begin the second half. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's got a receiver wide open here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Knights lining up here on 1st and 10.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught quickly. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. The Knights will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. The Knights are on the move here.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Back to throw. It's Jordan. Looking for his big tight end. And he grabs it in the end zone. The conversion will tie up this football game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Francis. Good enough for first down yardage.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit. The Knights looking to use the up-tempo offense here. To throw, it's Jordan. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. The Knights looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
3rd and goal, try to make it on the ground. Touchdown, UCF. They've come all the way back to claim the lead.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st down, it's play action. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's a run to the left. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to throw. It's Jordan. It's a short completion of the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. Receiver in motion now. They'll try to run for the first down. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on third down. It'll bring up fourth down. And right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best fourth and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Oh, so close to executing here on the fourth down play in the fourth quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you're going to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back onto the field.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And then first down, right back to the running game. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Got space, looking to score. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, nice. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. And the quarterback dropping back. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This quarterback on fire today. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind. It's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's 3rd down for the offense. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day and the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
The Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. And the defense will stop the clock with a timeout here. 25 seconds remaining. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, let's be honest, not too many people out there really gave them a chance to win this football game, but they come up with a signature upset.
I think we're as surprised as anybody with how this game really played out. You got to give all the credit to this football team. They came out, beat a very talented team, and they put the college football world on notice.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.